guys, my husband Evan Carmichael, and this is why most people never hit their goals. Enjoy! Okay, let's kick it off with rule number 1, structure your life.
Most people never hit their goals because they don't structure their life towards actually accomplishing those goals. You can say that you want something. You can say that this is your ambition and your goal, but unless it's in your calendar, unless you start actually working towards it, you're never going to accomplish it. Dreams stay dreams because there is no momentum. Let's talk about how to get it. One of the common questions I get asked when I'm doing my live stream, when I'm doing my interviews, when I'm doing my tour, my stops, people almost always will ask me, how many hours sleep do you get? When you go to bed, when you get up, how much do you sleep every night? Right now, I'm sleeping 9 hours a day. I sleep 9 hours. I did a sleep study. I was sleeping around 8 and was still tired when I woke up. And so I went and did an overnight sleep study, and he told me, I'm looking for the hack. I'm like, hey, you're deficient in magnesium, so just take these and you can sleep 7 and be normal. He said, no, nothing wrong with you. You just need to sleep 9 hours a night. That's healthy for you. It's like, what? That's healthy? Are you kidding me? What are you talking about? Nobody sleeps 9 hours a night. It's like, yeah, between 6 and 10 is actually, that's the normal range. The whole 8 hours a night is a myth. So I felt bad, and I'm still trying to hack it. So I sleep 9 hours a night. I don't wake up to an alarm. And people assume that I'm only sleeping 3, 4, or 5 hours a night because of how productive I am during the day. This is it, right? You could sleep 12 hours a night and crush it in the other 12 hours. Most people default to thinking they need to wake up an hour early. Say, well, if I wake up at 5 a.m. or at 4 a.m., I'm gonna be more productive. If you are not productive for 16 hours a day, then adding an extra hour to that's not gonna make you that much more productive. The problem isn't what time you wake up, the problem is what you're doing with the hours that you're awake. And so as much as possible, what I try to do is make every second intentional. I'm not always able to achieve that, especially not every second, but I try to make everything intentional. I try to make where I'm spending time is intentional. I'm in the present. I'm not thinking about something else. I'm here with you guys making this video right now. All I think about is this video that I'm making for you right now. Where's Nina right now? I don't know. Where's my cell phone? Well, it's right here because I can see it. But where are my keys? I don't know. Where are my dogs? I don't know. What am I doing after this? I have no idea. I'm focused and I'm with you right now. Most people live in the past. Most people are thinking about what could have been. Most people are regretting the decisions that they made, and they're procrastinating because they're afraid of doing things, because they don't want to do things. All things that prevent you from actually doing. That's the biggest problem. You're a genius. You're the best in the world at something. You can go off and make amazing things. The problem is your time is not being used efficiently. It's not being used effectively either. You haven't structured your life to help you accomplish your goals. Look at your big goals. Look at your big goals. Like, what's the next big goal that you have for yourself? You may not have one. If you don't have one, then you got to figure out what your purpose is, because that's the greatest thing of all time, right? Get the book, Built to Serve. You'll figure it out. You'll be ignited. But your next big goal, now look at your calendar. Are you aligning what's in your calendar, your daily habits, towards you accomplishing your goals? And for most people, it's no. Or you have it listed, but you're not doing it, because you look at it and you get afraid and you procrastinate on it. So trying to cut that down to almost zero. Even before making these videos, before making Espresso videos, I have a couple minutes of procrastination. I go and make sure I get my water. I go and maybe have a keto bar, just pacing around a little bit, because I'm nervous about making the videos, because I want them to be the best videos that I've ever made. It's always my intention. But too many people live in hours or days or months of procrastination instead of doing it. You get the results by doing. It's the only way. You will never get the results by just thinking about it. You can be motivated, amazing, you can have the mindset, awesome. That's half the equation. The other half is doing. You have to actually just go out there and do. You need to structure your life to allow you to accomplish your goals. I'm gonna give you a 3-step process that will help. Step number 1 is start with the mission and work backwards. So the mission is lifetime. The mission is lifetime, not what specifically you're gonna be doing, but your purpose comes from your pain. We've talked about that a lot on this channel. I love helping entrepreneurs because I struggled so much as an entrepreneur. Whoever you used to be, where you struggled and felt the most worthless, you will love helping those people for the rest of your life. That will never get old. How you do it will change a lot. Right now I'm doing it through YouTube videos, I'm doing it through books, I'm doing it through my tours, all of that. But it's gonna change. In 10 years, it'll be different. Maybe YouTube's not around. Maybe people don't have paper books anymore. You know, there's gonna be lots of changes that come. But that mission, that purpose will never change. It will never change. And when you figure out what it is for you, it will never change as well. So start with your mission and then you start working backwards. Step number 2 is to understand that your success is habits. Your success is habits. What you do on a regular basis is what you're going to accomplish. You can eat a chocolate bar and be on a diet and not get fat. But if you eat a chocolate bar every day, you're gonna get fat. You're not on a diet anymore. Similarly, if you eat salad once a week, it's not enough, right? You are what you consistently do. Your success comes from doing habits. And entrepreneurs are typically great starters, but not great at being consistent. And that's the problem. Working your face off for a 48-hour stretch isn't gonna do anything for you. It's every single day working, even if it's only an hour a day. That dream that you have, that business that you wanted to start, that business that you want to take to the next level, it could be there. It could have been there already. It could have been there already. The problem is you've been sitting on that idea for 3 months, 6 months, 4 years without doing enough on it. Little tiny starts, it's not enough. Every day, I'm talking every single day, making progress towards you actually accomplishing that thing. You want that life? You have to do it every day. And step number 3 is no 10-year goals. Now, what was interesting in this video is Jordan first talks about having a 3-year goal for yourself. And then he said for himself, he can't plan for more than 6 months because his life is too chaotic and too much stuff going on. I think that's actually the sign of a healthy life. Like, there's no way you know where you're gonna be in 3 years. There's no way you're gonna know where you're gonna be in 10 years. That's crazy. But 3 years is crazy too. There's no way. I'm about to leave on my tour from January to April 2020, and I'm gonna come back a different person. In April, I'm gonna be a different person than when I left, when I'm about to leave, coming up now, right? So I don't know what I'm gonna be doing after that. I have no idea. I mean, it's still gonna be within the confines of my mission, right? I'm still gonna be doing work to help entrepreneurs. So maybe I come back and say, I don't wanna do YouTube anymore. That's it, I'm done. Enjoy these last videos, and I'm gonna move on and do something else, right? So I don't think you can have an accurate 3-year plan. Don't even try. People get stressed out about having the perfect 3-year plan. There's no way. Like, if you hate your 3-year plan, you're thinking small. The idea, like, think of who you were 3 years ago, right? Let alone 5 years ago or 10 years ago. Just take 3 years ago. Who you were 3 years ago. Could you accurately predict where you are right now? There's no way. Not if you're growing. Like Jordan said, he starts off saying 3-year plan and then goes down and says, well, I can only do 6 months. I think that should be normal. Like, I think 6 months should be the very end. 6 months should be the very upper limit. If you're growing, if you're learning, if you're investing into yourself. But if you are a different person than you were 3 years ago, what makes you think with any degree of confidence that you're gonna be able to predict your life 3 years out? There's no way. You can't. So don't worry about it. Don't stress about it. Don't sit there and have this plan for the next 3 years. You're not gonna hit that plan. That's not your goal. Your goal is to move closer to your mission. And you have to be flexible enough to take the opportunities as they come. I was talking to Jeremy, who's working with me on my YouTube business and consulting and coaching people to help them grow. And he was asking me about New Year's resolutions. Like, I don't do New Year's resolutions. You're crazy. You think you know where you're gonna be next year? There's no way. First off, New Year's resolutions I hate because if it's December 22nd and you're setting a New Year's resolution, I think you suck. You're teaching yourself that you suck. You don't suck as a human. The mindset that you're telling yourself is that you suck. Whenever you say, I have a goal that's really important to me, but I'm gonna start it in a week, or I'm gonna start it on Monday, or I'm gonna start it when you've already lost. The mind game here is you suck. That's what you're telling yourself. I suck. The only way through is I'm gonna start today. You want to start 2020 or next year and have perfect health? Great, you start today. Get on the floor, do 10 push-ups, do whatever max you can do. Eat a salad, like, you start today. Build momentum. You're missing momentum. So he asked me, what's my 2020 resolution? I don't have it. Dude, don't think that way. If I even had an idea for what I was gonna do, I would be doing it right now. Right now. Right now. But then on top of that, like, look at your life. Look at where you were last year. Look at where you were at the start of this year, right? 2019. Where were you at the start of 2019? You were at a grocery store. And then I called you when I was on the road in Texas and said, hey, do you want to start a YouTube consulting business together? And I'll teach you everything I know. You couldn't predict that. You could have had this perfect plan for how you're gonna move up and become a manager at this grocery store. Right? Instead, now he's running his own business and he's got a 6-figure business inside of 6 months from not knowing anything about it because of mentorship and training and connections and resources and ideas. And he's getting great results for his clients. Right? If you're growing and learning and exposing yourself to new opportunities, you'll be it's like you're shedding your skin and you're a new person every 6 months at the very max. So I agree with Jordan that 6 months should be the max, and that 3 years, don't even try. Don't even worry about it, let alone 5 years, let alone 10 years. Go do you. You're growing, you're learning, you're amazing. Stop trying to plan for where you're gonna be in 10 years. Make it happen today.
If you want to have more confidence and motivation, check out our 254 series. The link is in the description below.
Because your book has come out, it doesn't mean you should stop marketing. It's not just about week 1 when it just comes out. It's constantly marketing. 4 years by making videos every day. And I'm impatient as anything because I want it to be amazing. I want to make every video better than the last. Surround yourself with greatness. If you want to be more confident, you need to surround yourself with things that make you feel confident.
Rule number 2, have a good morning routine.
Nobody wakes up every day and says, this is gonna be the greatest day ever. Not Dan Lok, not Evan Carmichael, not Tony Robbins, nobody. You wake up and you're tired and you have stuff in your eyes and you have lines on your face from the pillows. The difference between successful people is that they demand excellence from themselves to the habits and routines that they do daily. The problem is that thinking that these people are different, that if you're not waking up with tons of motivation ready to take on the day, that something is wrong with you. The only thing that's wrong with you is you don't have the habits that set you up for success every single day, and today, I want to change that. So I have a 5S morning routine that I go through every single day that sets me up for success, that demands excellence. I'm going to share with you guys today. The first S is sing. The fastest way to change your state is to put on music. The fastest way to go from feeling low energy, tired, bored, into an energy of I am ready to go is music. Put on the song, not that makes you feel the current way that you're feeling. This is where most people mess up. You put on music for how you're currently feeling. If you're feeling really sad and low energy, you're gonna put on really mellow, slow music. What does that do? It keeps you in the same state that you're in. It keeps you exactly where you are. What you wanna do is put on the music for how you wanna feel. And so I have a playlist on my main channel called the Believe playlist, which is the songs that I listen to. These are the songs that I listen to every day. They may work for you, they may not work for you. There's no perfect song for everybody. There's a perfect song for you. And so build a playlist of the songs that make you come alive. Here's the criteria. If this song came on, it would force you to start moving. If the song came on, you find yourself doing this. If the song came on, you would get out of your chair and want to move around. Doesn't mean you're gonna dance like crazy. Doesn't mean you're gonna start belting out the lyrics. That may be you, awesome. But if you're a little more introverted or don't like to dance, something that would make you move, something that would get you at least in your chair doing this. That's what I want. Make a playlist and put that on as the first thing that you do every single morning. It'll make a huge difference to setting the tone, changing your state, and giving you energy and momentum to start the day. S number 2 is sun. I like getting outside. I think there's something about getting outside of your home, of your condo, your apartment, getting outside, getting some fresh air, just being out in nature makes a big difference. Getting some vitamins on your face from the sun outside, but also signifying that you're leaving your bedroom, you're leaving the condo, the apartment, the home, you're leaving what happened last night and you're ready to go off and start the day. This is especially important if you're working from home because it's easy to have your office right next to your bedroom, or maybe your office is your bedroom, and carry that bedroom energy, that tired, I just woke up, I want to stay in bed, I want to sleep energy into your work, and you won't do great things if that's the energy you're carrying to your work. So having some kind of ritual that splits up sleeping energy to I'm ready to go energy makes a big difference, and I find the easiest way to do it is to get outside and get some sun. Bonus points if you're in a condo or apartment to take the stairs instead of the elevator. S number 3 is soar, and this is the most important thing for me. If you only take one of the 5, I think this is the most important one to take. What is the thing that makes you soar every day? What's the thing that makes you feel alive, bold, confident? What is that? And put it into your morning routine. At some point in your life, you felt bold. You felt unstoppable. You felt confident. It's happened to everybody. The problem is you don't feel that way consistently every day. You go through these bursts, these moments of, man, I could do such amazing things, but then the next day you wake up and you're a different person. You're back to the, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know. Who am I to go do this crazy thing? That's the problem. So whatever the thing is that makes you feel like you can come alive, that gives you that boldness and confidence, plan it with intention every single day into your morning routine. For me, what I do is I record a message on my phone to Instagram, to my stories, I put it to LinkedIn and Twitter. Right now I'm putting it everywhere, but I need to make a message. So I think of somebody that I helped yesterday. I think of somebody who commented on a video, who I met in person, who I coached on my Instagram Live, somebody that I helped yesterday. And then I make a message channeling that person. I won't say the person's name, but I have them in my head that I need to remind myself that the work that I do is important. It's easy to get lost in numbers. It's hard to imagine that 200,000 to 300,000 people watched my videos yesterday. That's crazy. It's a wild number, right? It's wild. It's hard to, like, what does that even mean? I don't know. I'm just sitting here talking to a camera in my office, and 200,000 to 300,000 people are watching my videos. It's crazy. I need to think down to the actual person. I need to think about an individual, that this matters to somebody, that the work I do really means something to them. And then I need to record a message and share it. That helps me soar, and I do it every day. What is the thing for you? What makes you soar? Maybe it's watching the 254 series that I put up every day. Maybe it's watching the Espresso videos like this that I put up every day. And some people, every day, this is part of the morning routine, is watching an Espresso video, and I'm humbled to be a part of your morning routine. For other people, it might be meditating, it might be watching a video, it might be reading a book, listening to a podcast. I don't care what the thing is. But you have felt bold, unstoppable, and confident at some point in your life. What led you to feeling that way, and then demand it of yourself every day by putting it into your morning routine? The third S is soar. It's the most important one. The fourth S for me is sweat. This is just about being healthy, having a healthy lifestyle, and I want to do something that makes me sweat. So whether it's a HIIT workout, a cardio workout, a weights workout, I put that into my daily routine because I want to bust a sweat and I want to stay healthy into my 40s, which is coming up, and then into my 50s and beyond. And then the last S for me is scare. I want to do something every day that scares me. What I'm doing right now is I take a cold shower. So after sweating, I need to have a shower. Don't want to show up to work all smelly. And so I hop in the shower, but right away start turning it colder and colder and colder and colder and colder. And then right at the very end, I go all the way cold and I freeze. And even just thinking of it right now, it sucks, which is the best. Right? You want to do the thing that scares you every day. You're teaching yourself that I do scary things. So whatever is scary for you, whether it's taking a cold shower, whether it's making a phone call, whether it's sending an email, making a video and posting it, doing scary things, teaching yourself, getting that out of the way right from the beginning, I find really helps me.
Now I've got a very special bonus clip on don't make your busyness your habits that I think you're gonna enjoy. But before that, it's time for the question of the day. Where will you stop making your busyness your habit? And if you made it this far in the video and you promise to take action after watching. We don't just watch video, we do something. I want to celebrate you. Give me a hashtag believe in the comment below.
Most people are crazy busy but don't get anything done. If you feel like you're crazy busy, like you barely have enough time for yourself, that you get to the end of the week and you know you've been hauling ass all week long, you've been busting your face in, you've been working and working and working, super busy, but then you look back and you say, what did I actually do this week? If that's you, then this message is for you. You're busy, but you're not focused. And shifting your life begins with shifting your priorities. So I used to pride myself on responding to email ASAP, quickly. Like you send me an email, 30 seconds to 60 seconds later, you would get my response. I prided myself on, like, that's good service. That's what you should do as an entrepreneur, right? Like people communicating with you, you want to send it back to them quickly. I hated having to wait and wait and wait on people. So I didn't want to be that for others. So I had all my notifications turned on, and as soon as an email came in, ding, came in, boom, response, go. What made it worse was people would then get my response. They tended to be on the computer at the same time. And then they write back right away and say, wow, you're really quick. Like, thank you so much. And that fed the identity, that fed the ego, and I am very fast, exactly, right? There's proof that this thing works. The problem was, I wasn't getting anything important done. I was working on something, and then the notification came in, and I stopped what I was working on to go answer this email, feel great about myself, that little hit, and then come back to my project, like, what was I working on? And it takes time to start getting back into the flow of working on that thing, and then another email comes in. And so I ended up being busy. I was working all day long, right? Like lunch at the desk, breakfast at the desk, dinner at the desk, all day long, right? Washroom, back to the desk. There was no breaks. All day long, straight through. But then I get to the end of the day, end of the week, like, what did I do this week?
I don't know. But I answered a lot of emails because I didn't have focus. I didn't have priorities. And when I realized that, after that happened enough times, I realized, wow, I'm never gonna get close to my goals. Like just doing this, all I'm doing is reacting to other people's goals. When somebody shoots me an email, that's what they want. They're demanding my time. And I'm giving it to them freely because I have no defense around my time, because I have no respect around my time. I'm just letting it bleed out. There's no time for me to work on what I want, and so I'm not gonna make any progress on the things that I want. If you wanna make progress on the things that you want, you have to carve out time for the things that you want. That's how it works. And you gotta put gates and blockades and barriers around it and say, this is my focus time and nobody's allowed in. Now, worst case emergencies, family, awesome, but there aren't that many actual emergencies. You have to be willing to let the small balls drop to go for the big goals in your life. You have to pick. You can't do both really well. You have to pick. What do you want to be great at? Do you want to be great at getting every little small thing done and then never do the big thing? Or do you want to be great at getting the big things done and risk losing some of the small things? Because by chasing down the big things, you're going to lose some small things. It's just going to happen.
And if you want to learn how to fix your mindset and win as an introvert, check out a video next to me. I think you're gonna enjoy. Continue to believe. I will see you there. Bye-bye.